let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now?
I don't know.
Should I stay or should I go now?
That is the question LeBron James is asking himself every day now. Should he stay or should he go? Thanks for coming back to the show. If you just watched my other show, why LeBron James should play for the LA Clippers, or why I think LeBron James should play for the LA Clippers, this is the exact opposite. This show is why I think LeBron James should not play for the Clippers. And here are my reasons. First of all, it's the Clippers. Okay? I mean, that's enough said. You know, I know I said everything about LeBron changing the culture and stuff like that, and I'm not saying he couldn't do that, but I don't trust the Clippers. I'm going to get into that in a second. No matter what, to me, in my opinion, because of the Lakers' history, you know, they've been there for over 60 years now, the LA Lakers, you know, excuse me, they've been in LA for a long time. They've actually been a franchise for 60 years, but they've been in LA for a long time. You know, it's always be a Laker town, LA. It'll always be purple and gold. It'll be hard to switch over to the red, white, and blue that the Clippers are, you know, because of Kobe, Magic, you know, Kareem, all these different players. I know LeBron James is a great player, but I don't think he can take away all those great players. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, who's the NBA logo. Like I said, Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe, James Worthy, Michael Cooper. It goes on and on. You know, Elgin Baylor, the list goes on and on. I don't think one player can erase all those things. Now, I know he can, you know, compete with the Lakers and stuff like that as far as on the court, stuff like that, but to win over the town, over the LA Lakers in a few years, that'll be very hard to do. Also, I talked about in the video when I said why LeBron should play for the Clippers. I said that you know, he can play off the ball and let Baron Davis and Eric Gordon, excuse me, you know, dribble the ball and not him have the ball. Well, you know, that probably won't work because, you know, LeBron James likes having the ball in his hands. And even though he can post and do all those things, if he runs the triangle or whatever the new coaching system is, LeBron James is what I like to call an alpha male, meaning he likes to have control. Now, mind you, he'll let the point guard dribble the ball and stuff like that, but when you got two guards, Eric Gordon and Baron Davis, that are, you know, ball dominant, meaning they need to have the ball in their hand, both of them, because they struggle right now together because they both need the ball. It's going to be hard to share the ball with three guys like that, because all three of them are like that. LeBron, Baron Davis, and Eric Gordon. They're all three like that. So it'll be very hard for that to work. So I don't see that working. And another reason why I wouldn't want LeBron to go, you know, I love LeBron. That's my boy. You know, I don't trust that Clipper curse. It's worse than the John Madden video game curse, man. I mean, I got a list of things I could talk about with the Clipper curse, but basically, a lot of players get hurt, they end up being bust. I'll give you an example. Benoit Benjamin, 1985. Now I'm showing my age here. It's a long time ago. 1985 draft. He's considered one of the biggest busts in NBA history. He's like a Ryan Leaf of NBA. He was a center. He never panned out. Multiple injuries. Didn't work. Then you got Danny Ferry. Came out of Duke, highly touted, very good player. Ended up being a bust. Danny Manning, #1 draft pick. He won everything in college, all the awards. He was a college player of the year. You know, went to Olympics, all different things. But when he came to the Clippers, he was a bust. You know. Then you got Darius Miles. You know, he never panned out. He didn't make it to what he's supposed to be out of high school. You know, Michael Olowokandi. Do I need to say more? Michael Olowokandi. He's just a, you know, I'm going to be getting to that. Then you got Tyson Chandler. He got drafted by them. Never panned out. He's supposed to be a dominant center. Ended up being, you know, a role player at best. Then you had, I don't even want to talk about this, but then you had Sean Livingston. Sean Livingston. I don't know if you guys know him. For those who don't, he was a guard, a point guard, 6'8", 6'9" point guard out of high school. Really good player coming out of high school, highly touted. And he had a terrible leg injury. And you could probably pull it up on YouTube. They probably won't even let you show it on YouTube because it's so nasty. And for those of you who did not see that injury, if you've seen the Joe Theismann, Lawrence Taylor injury, when Lawrence Taylor did the Joe Diamond where he had his leg in a pretzel, it was something like that. When he went up for a left, it was terrible, you know. And I'm not saying it was the Clippers' curse, but hey, he did it in LA at home in the Clipper uniform. So another one, the most recent, Blake Griffin, the #1 draft pick last year. Um, you know, uh, he's he was a beast. I mean, he didn't get hurt in college. I mean, he had a little concussion, but he was like a machine. He comes into LA Clippers, playing real well in the preseason, dominating in the preseason, played real good training camp at summer league. Last game of the preseason before the season starts, he goes and blocks somebody's shot, runs down court, gets a fast break dunk, comes down, nobody touches him, he lands on the ground, and he blows his knee out, does something to his knee, or the ACL on his knee or something like that. And he was done for the season. He was done in the preseason. Nobody touched him, nothing. He was supposed to be the savior of the franchise. So, I just don't want to see LeBron James be a victim of that. So that's why I don't think he should play for the Clippers, just because of the Clipper curse. Another thing too is the Clippers can't pay him as much as Cleveland Cavaliers, and neither can none of the other teams I'm gonna go through that. But the Clippers can only pay LeBron James, only can give him a 5-year, $96.1 million contract, and the Cavaliers can give him 6 years, $125.5 million, which equates to with the Cleveland Cavaliers at 6 years, $125.5 million equates to $20.9 million a year, and then the contract that the Clippers can give him at 5 years, $96.1 million is about $19.2 million a year, which is about a $1.7 million difference in those 5 years. Okay, not including the last 6 year, but those 5 years, $1.7 million per year he's losing. Now a lot of people might say, oh, we can make the money up in sneaker sales and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe you can, but that's a lot of money on the table for anybody. $1.7 million every single year you're losing. That's a lot of money. So, those are my basic reasons why I don't think you should go to the Clippers. You don't want to share Staples Center with the Lakers and always competing for them. You don't even know whether or not you're the best team in your own city. So LeBron James, whatever you do, if you're thinking about going to the Clippers, I gave you some reasons why you should and why you shouldn't. But at the end of the day, if I was him, that'd be a tough decision. But because of the Clippers curse, I wouldn't do it. Well, guys, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. I want you guys to have a good weekend. Tomorrow I'll make a video on the Orlando Magic Boston Celtics series. I'll tell you who I think is going to win that series. And tomorrow I'll make another video of why I think LeBron James should go to the New Jersey Nets and why he shouldn't go to the New Jersey Nets. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Once again, please rate my videos, comment on my videos, tell your friends about my videos. I would appreciate that. And also, I'm sorry about I keep squinting because I got this big bright light in my eye. I don't want you to think I'm always squinting. They say you keep the same face, it might stay that way, so I don't want to do that. So, like I said, once again, appreciate you stopping by. I got a lot more stuff for you guys, a lot more information. Give me some information. Give me some feedback. Like I said, subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about it. And I'll give you as much information as you can. You give me as much information as you can, and we'll share, keep going back and forth, and we'll have a whole lot of fun.